Happy New Year, my friend. This is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi. Welcome to today's special video. Here on the channel, we're doing the first video of this type. We are doing a product review and unboxing of the Mitolux, which is a red light and infrared light device. And I am such a huge proponent of you getting the right types of light into your life to enhance your health. Because the way the human body is designed is we are in contact with the natural electromagnetic spectrum, the different frequencies of light that hit our skin, penetrate deep into our tissues, and can lead to great health. And there's many innovative companies like the Mitolux that have created these red light panels and devices, and I'm gonna show you a great one. I'm gonna unbox this and share with you some of the science and the secrets of light and how it can benefit your health. And here's the cool part about this video. Whether or not you go out and buy a Mitolux or a different type of red light therapy device, what I'm going to teach you in this video is going to empower you to use the sun every single day in its natural rhythm to take advantage of these different light spectrums, because you can get all of this stuff from sunshine. At the same time, there's cool technologies like the Mitolux that can make it really convenient and really easy. And I also want to say, I got this Mitolux for free, and this is one of the perks of having a really big and beautiful YouTube channel, is people send me some cool stuff. But I want to say that I do endorse this product. In fact, I've spent my own money to buy one of these Mitolux units for a friend who struggles with seasonal depression and wants to use light to enhance her health. So I've done this, but this one here was a free one I got. Let's unbox this sucker, let's talk about light, and let's talk about how light can help enhance your health. So here we go. The Mitolux box arrived here. What I love about this unit is it's 6 pounds, so it's like not that big, which makes it convenient. As we're gonna see, you can put it on the tabletop, you can put it in a bathroom or anywhere, and it's actually a lot more portable than some of these giant red light devices that are these big panels. So that's the first thing I like about the Mitolux. So popping this puppy open, we have a nice thank you letter from Guti, who is the founder of this company. And the reason he started this is because he was struggling with low testosterone and seasonal depression, and he found out that light would really help him. So he started a company creating these things. And I have a podcast interview I did with him that you can check out as well. So here is the initial impression. This is what the device looks like. It is a little panel that has these LEDs that kicks out a couple different spectrums of light. Now, when you look at these red light and infrared devices, they all have different frequencies of light. Now, infrared is light that we cannot see. It's not in the visible spectrum. Our eyes cannot pick it up. So if you had a pure infrared lamp and you turned it on, you wouldn't be able to tell. But a lot of these devices also mix in red and amber light, which we can see. And all these different spectrums of light actually do have health benefits. Red light, in fact, is very good for our skin. It increases blood flow to the skin. It can heal sunspots, reduce wrinkles, stimulate collagen. So it's very good from like a aesthetics, beauty, anti-aging perspective. And then the infrared lights that we cannot see, these penetrate deeper. They're really good for stimulating the mitochondria to produce more energy. They're good for healing sports injuries and enhancing recovery. They're good for improving metabolism. So it's really that infrared, in my opinion, that's like the deepest and most important part of that spectrum. But the red light is also great. Now, when it comes to red light is a range. It's not like there's just one frequency of red light that is the end-all be-all. It's like a spectrum of colors. We know there's different shades of red. The Mitolux here has red in the 630 nanometer is a frequency they chose of red. This is a very good spectrum of red. There are other lights on the market, like the Juve is another brand, and I have a Juve behind me. It's one of these big panels. They use a 680, I believe, or a 650 in red. So slight differences, but that's good. What the Mitolux does have, though, is an amber light as well, and the amber frequency is 590. So you know that amber color, it's a little red, a little orange. What's cool about that is it actually can reduce sunspots and photo damage. So if you were in the sun in your younger years and you have spots and blotches on your skin that you like to improve, the amber light the Mitolux has too as one of its settings is very helpful for that. But my favorite part of all of this Mitolux, and this is actually what I think makes it unique relative to the other red light devices, is it also contains UVB light. And this is really important to understand. When the sunshine is shining on you, let's say you're outside like midday, 100% of that sunshine, here's how it's broken down. Around 50% of that is infrared light, which we experience as mostly near infrared and heat. So we're always getting infrared from the sun. Around 7% of that light is UV light. And we have a couple categories of UV. We have UVA and we have UVB. And there is UVC, but it's filtered out by our atmosphere. We're not exposed to that. UVA is the type of light that does a lot of the photo damage. And when everyone says, oh, don't be careful about getting a sunburn, UV light's gonna damage your skin, it's mostly the UVA. The UVB is what stimulates vitamin D production. This is important. Like, naturally, we're meant to get UVB from the sun because our skin literally synthesizes vitamin D from UVB exposure, except only around 1 to 2% of the sun's light is actually UVB. And what's so cool about Mitolux is they found the best spectrum of UVB, 295 nanometers, that produces peak vitamin D, and they put that into this light. So you get all the benefits of UVB and production of vitamin D from that without any of the photoaging of the UVA. So it's like taking the best sample of that sunlight and putting it into this lamp. And most of these red lights do not have any UVB in them at all. The Mitolux is kind of like this hybrid. And you don't want to go to just like a tanning bed or something like that because that has way too much UV, too much UVA. It's not balanced by the infrared. So Mitolux has this really cool combination. And get this, just spending 5 minutes in front of this lamp with the UVB production that it has can give you 4,000 IUs of vitamin D. That's as much as like basically a supplement, except it's really cool because when you get the vitamin D from your skin and from the light, it's a sulfated form of vitamin D that like time releases. It's not as much of these spikes that you get from supplements. It's a little more biocompatible, if you will, because our primary source of vitamin D generation is from the sun versus just eating it from foods and supplements. So it's one of the benefits I love about this. Now, enough blabbing, let's open this puppy. Seems solid, I really like it. I am cutting into the top of this right now. And we are having this unboxing experience. Okay, cool. So this flips open just like this. And we have our nice little manual here. And we have the Mitolux, which is like, my first impression is like, after I drop it, is this thing is, I kind of describe it as cute. Like, I mean, it's kind of small. Like, I can see how it stands up just like this, and it would be here to be put on a desk or something like that. And in the tutorials, they say that you should basically shine this in the UVB setting that they have on your chest in this like main skin area with your shirt off for around 5 minutes to like condition your sun. And they have settings in here that allow you to choose based on your skin type. If you have very fair skin, it does like lower amounts. If you have darker skin, you go to higher amounts. So it's really cool and seems pretty simple. Like, I'm gonna take the plastic facing off this right now. And I have the power cord right here, which seems like pretty self-explanatory that I'm just basically gonna plug this in just a second. But first impression is it looks very simple. They gave me some glasses to wear, so it can be problematic for people if you're staring into a red light for 5 minutes and could be a little hard on your eyes. So I think we got these sweet little puppies, which I like. These are basically like, I think, you know, they look like blue blocking kind of glasses, so that's kind of fun. And there's obviously not too much to it in the sense that I have 2 pairs of these glasses, and I guess depending on, I wear one of them when I'm doing the UVB setting, and I imagine I'm probably using these darker ones right here, the sunshade ones when I'm blasting the UVB, and this one's probably for when I'm using their anti-aging infrared. But I am going to go ahead and plug this in real fast, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so I have the Mitolux plugged in right now, and I'm just gonna turn it on and see what happens. I'm gonna press the power button. It gave me an automatic 3-minute timer, and you can kind of see right here, like maybe on my hand, that right now it's on the setting that is giving me the red light, the amber light, and the infrared, and it had an automatic 3-minute timer. So I imagine if I was doing a session for using the red light and infrared, which is more for like the anti-aging skin benefits, that I would probably just come here, put on these glasses, take my shirt off, and just get exposure for a few minutes on this. And what I love about this, I think due to the portability, is you probably just put it in your bathroom or you put it on your work desk and you just turn it on sometime in the morning. Now, from the perspective of looking at the fact that we're meant to get infrared from the sun, when would be the best time to do this? Well, I would suggest the best time to do this would be in the morning. because what we found from some of the research is when you get early infrared light from the sun, it conditions your skin so later in the day you can actually soak up more of the UV and you're a little more resistant to burns. So that would be a good time. And it also, people can find it might be relaxing as a part of an evening routine to do a little bit of the red light before you go to bed. But I think the dose is probably going to be around 5 to 10 minutes of any of these settings in the middle of the day would be great. So it has this P1 that I like, and that seems like that's the setting for going ahead and doing the infrared. And then I can switch through all these different P programs, and then I've put H. I think this is probably like a high mode setting. So looking in the Mitolux manual that comes when you get the box, what I like about this, what I found pretty unique, is one of the first things they have you do is actually pick your skin type. So they have a guide in here to say, hey, look at your skin type and like what darkness level is your skin. So for me, I think I'm a little more of like a skin type 3. So I come here and I hit plus until I find that P3 program that corresponds, and then it tells me just hit start. And so this would be the dose that I would get. And it also has a little bit of a sensor because right now it's giving out UVB, which we can't see obviously, along with the red and along with the amber. And it has a little distance sensor. So if I get too close, it's gonna cut out some of that UVB. And if I fall back a little further, it's just gonna kind of modulate that so I don't get too much. Pretty cool little feature. And all in all, what I have to say about the Mitolux in first experience is, you know, it does what it says it's going to do in terms of kicking out the wavelengths. It's small and seems very portable. And if this is something you feel like you could be consistent with on a daily basis, this is a light that could definitely help your health by getting into your routine. And if you want to try out the Mitolux, we do have a discount code, FITFAMILY10, where you can get 10% off your order. It is an investment in your health, and I think a very valuable one, especially if you're someone who is on the go in the morning, you're not having a lot of time to get out and take a walk and get the natural infrared sunshine in the morning. This could be a very valuable tool in your arsenal. So I'm a fan. I like its portability. I think it'd be cool. You could travel with it, put it on a desk nightstand. That's all good to go. Now, if you're not at a place right now where you want to invest in any kind of like light therapy device, here's what I do suggest. When the sun is up in the morning, I'd say anywhere from when the sun rises until about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, if you can get outside and get whole body sun exposure, or at least sun in your eyes before you put contacts in or sunglasses on, that's gonna really help regulate your circadian rhythm. And the more surface area of your skin that you can get exposed to that early infrared is gonna help condition your skin later in the day. I also think it's totally biocompatible and really good for human health if you can get midday sun exposure. When that sun is high overhead, let's say from like noon to 3 o'clock, this is when you're gonna get the most UVB naturally. This is when we're meant to be outside for a few minutes to soak in that UVB. So you can get that in the middle of the day. But the problem is, depending on where you live in the winter time, if it's cloudy outside, you're not gonna get a lot of UVB exposure. So this is why tools like this can be a valuable biohack, if you will, during the colder seasons to allow you to get some of the natural sunshine if your climate does not permit that. But getting outside in the afternoon, whole body, like basically sun for a few minutes is gonna be really great. And you'll know, the cool thing about your skin is it's giving you feedback. Like when you start to feel aversion to the sun, when you're like, I need to get out of the sun, that is your body's way of telling you you've had too much. But until you get there, when you still feel like the sun feels really good for you and you don't have any of that aversion sensation, then your body's ready to take on more sun. And so the idea is, it's not like sunshine's bad and sunscreen is necessary all the time. It's kind of like this dance where the right dose when it comes to sunshine is very valuable. And light is something you're going to see so many more health hacks and tools about. These red light, infrared, and UV panels like the Mitolux are just the start of things. We're going to start seeing devices into the future that are using all different spectrums of light. There's going to be green light devices. There might even be some targeted blue light devices that are helping people wake up and increase reaction times. So point being is like this whole electromagnetic spectrum has benefits, and this is some cool technology. So if you want to check out the Mitolux, you can go to their website, mitolux.com, and use code FITFAMILY10 for a discount. And if you want to learn more, I did an interview with their founder, Gerardo, so you can check out the link. We may have it pinned in the comments below, but definitely in the description, where we have a full 40-minute interview talking about the science of some of this light. But overall, I'm a fan. I'm glad to have one of these, and I'll continue to incorporate it into my health routine. And I hope you found some valuable information today and you enjoyed this unboxing tutorial. I will do more of these as I get more cool gear and gadgets. Like, this stuff is just fun to check out, and I hope you found this valuable. If you like these, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you around the channel, my friend. This is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi signing off, and I'll talk to you very soon.